What's up, family? Today we are going to be discussing the esoteric meaning of the biblical story of Jesus' resurrection of Lazarus. Now, a disclaimer. I do believe in God. However, I am not a religious person. I could care less if Jesus was real or not real. I could care less if he was resurrected or not resurrected. I could care less if Arjuna and Krishna was real. I could care less if Siddhartha, the Buddha, was real. I could care less if Lao Tzu was a real person. What I care about is what the teachings that those authors can give me that I can use practically today. What can I take from their stories, from their teachings, from their lessons that I can apply today in my everyday life to live better and to be better and to be the best version of myself. I don't care if the resurrection was real. I don't care if Krishna and Arjuna had a conversation on the battlefield. I don't care if the Buddha, a halo came around him under the Bodhi tree. I don't care if Muhammad went to heaven on a flying winged horse. None of that matters, because that cannot make me a better person. I can't use that in today's world, in today's society. So it doesn't matter to me about all those things. You know, I hear people online having these battles that if 400 people saw Jesus after the resurrection, or 500 people, or if this text match up with that text word for word, and all this silly bickering back and forth. What does that have to do with me today? What does that have to do with me trying to manifest my desired reality to live my best life and to affect as many people as possible so that they can live their best lives, so that we can create heaven on earth? So I don't care about the living in the past. I care about progress to the future. Now, sorry about the little rant, but I just wanted to be clear that none of that matters unless the teachings push us forward. Let's stop being stuck in the past, and let's stop arguing over silly things. So anyway, let's get to the story. The esoteric meaning of the resurrection of Lazarus. So at this point in the story of Jesus in the Bible, he's a little frustrated with all of his disciples. You know, he's been with them for a while. He knows his journey on earth is coming to an end, and he's telling them things and they're just not getting it. He's trying to get them to learn how to vibrate in the frequency to manifest the things that they need to make the earth better. For instance, he's told them, pray as if you've already received it and you will get it. He's told them, what you've loosed on earth, you've loosed in heaven. What you bound on earth, what you bound in heaven. He's told them all of these teachings, and they're just not getting it. He's very frustrated at this point. He's even told them, like, how much longer must I be with you guys? Like, you guys aren't getting it. So at this point, he's frustrated. So he's like, I need to do something big. Something big has to happen. So they're at this, I guess in their time, it's like a motel or a hotel. And Jesus receives word that his childhood friend Lazarus is sick. And then he says, aha, that's it. I gotta let him die. I gotta let him die. So after he receives word, they stay at the hotel like another 3 days. And then they travel to another country, and they do some more of the traveling. Now, all the while, Jesus knows his friend is sick. He's waiting for him to die. So after a while, he finally gets word. Lazarus dead. He's like, yes, finally. All right, guys, let's go on to the city where Lazarus is at. So he gets there, and everybody's all sad, and they're like, Lord, if you would have been here, Lord, if you could have made it sooner, Lord, this, Lord, that. And And that's the old mentality that you are in right now. I'm sad. If I could have this, then I would feel that. That's the mentality. And he can't get his apostles to see past that either. So he's like, I got to do something dramatic. So Lazarus is dead. He's now in the city. So he says, lead me to the tomb. Goes to the tomb and he says a prayer. And I think it's, I want to say John 11:41 and 42. John 11:41, 42. You can look it up yourself. And the first thing he says at the tomb is, Father, I thank you for hearing me. He's already thanking the infinite source before anything happens. He's in the right vibration before the manifestation occurs. Father, I thank you for hearing me. Then he goes on to say, you always hear me. I'm always in the right vibration. But I do this out loud so these people can believe. So he already knows the secret to manifestation, but he's got to do this miraculous miracle out loud so that the people can see it, so that they can get what he's trying to tell them. So he says, Father, I thank you for hearing me. You always hear me, but I do this out loud so these people to see me. So he's in the right vibration before the manifestation occurs. And then he says, Lazarus, come forth. And then reality occurs. The manifestation occurs. That is the hidden esoteric meaning of the story of Lazarus. He is telling you, he had to show his disciples that you have to get into the frequency of your desired reality before the physical desired reality occurs. Once you do that, then the universe, the infinite, God, consciousness, the law, whatever you want to call it, then those things change and give you your manifestation. So quick little video. I just thought it was something that I wanted to share. I'm glad, and I hope that you all get something from it. And as always, until we meet again, namaste.